Hey, it's Coach Ben from Online Soccer Skills, and today I'm going to show you how to take perfect penalty kicks. Now, the first thing that we want to talk about is you have to be the player that has confidence. There's so many times that I've gone over the last 6-7 years, I've watched youth players, high school players, middle school, every level you can think of, and I see players hesitate when they want to take free kicks or penalty kicks, or if they are waiting for their coach to say whoever's going to take it. So I want you to be the player that steps up. I want you to be the player that knows you want to take the responsibility for your team. You want to step up and be the leader. So the first thing we want to figure out is, are you that player? Are you the one who's going to take the ball, set it down, and take ownership? If you're that player, then what we're about to show you here is going to help you improve, take your penalty kicks. But you got to have that leadership. You have to be the player who's going to take ownership and know that it's up to you to do it. You don't have to rely on your coach or ask your teammates. It's up to you. And all the players at the professional level or players that play at a high level in high school, these are guys and girls who, when someone gets fouled in the box, they're going to go grab it, put it down, and everyone knows that they're going to be taking it. And think about it too. Once you score your first one, everyone's going to know that you're in charge, that you're going to take the next one. So you have to have that ownership. All right, so we want to break down the technique real quick. So what I like to do is I like to set the ball down and I like to scoot back 4 steps. And I want to move away from the ball 4 steps, straight back behind the ball, and then I'm going to move 2 steps to my left. And I'm a right-footed player, so if you're a left-footed player, you could do the opposite. And the thing you need to know is there's not a set way of where you need to line up behind the ball, so you need to go with what's comfortable for you. Just because I do it this way doesn't mean you have to do that, but this has worked very well for me in the past, and you have to have a good run up to the ball to create momentum and power behind your shots. So the next thing we're going to talk about is what part of the foot you want to use. So you could use your instep, and you can also use your laces. Personally, I like to use my instep because that's designed more for control and precision. If you're going to be kicking with your laces, that's more for power. And you see all the time, if you watch professional soccer, players are using both, but you got to use what's comfortable for you. All right, so after I set the ball down and I move away and I get in the stance that I want to be in, I'm already figuring out where I'm going to score. So I'm figuring out which corner I'm going to be playing the ball in, and that's set in stone. I know that's where I'm going. There's zero hesitation. And if I do approach the ball and there's hesitation going on in my mind about where I'm going to play it, then most likely I'm going to miss. So I have to be mentally strong and know I'm going to this side. And what you want to do is be able to pick out where the goalie is. The goalie is normally in the middle of the goal. So they're going to be moving around trying to psych you out, but you have to be firm in what you're thinking. If you know you're going to go to a certain side and you've practiced this over and over and you know what part of the foot you're going to use, then it's simple, because then you have confidence. You know when you step up, you're going to make it. And that's going to be very critical for you, is to mentally be strong and know I'm going to go to this side and that's where I'm scoring. So what I want you to do is have that confidence. Know when you set the ball down, you're going to be taking the penalty kick. Go through with the right technique, but mentally know that you're going to score. And the other thing you want to think about is what spot to score in. So if the goalie is standing straight up, it's very simple and easy for the keeper to get any ball that is within this range or this range. And anything that's up in the air is easier for them to grab or to tip over than a ball that is on the ground or lower. Because you have to think about it, if the goalie is standing straight up, they already have their hands in the air. But if they have to come down to the ground, then they have to dive. And the closer you get the ball to the side netting, and that's what we have here, that's where I'm going to be aiming when I show you examples, the harder it is for the keeper. But the closer I go down the middle, if the goalie's standing right in the middle, it's easy for them to get. So you want to be able to place the ball in the corners. And I like to take my penalties and keep them low. That way it's as hard as possible for the keepers to save it. All right, so what I want you to know is the way I'm showing you is how I do this. And if you watch Neymar or Hazard, especially Hazard, he's staring at the keeper when he's approaching the ball. So there's several ways to do this, but it's all about confidence. And there's no way Hazard could run to the ball and stare at the keeper and see where the goalie's going if he didn't have confidence. But you have to have that firm confidence and self-belief in yourself, so you know you can step up and do this in the game. And it's going to be all about practice and repetition. And you don't have to have a goalie to practice this. All you need is a goal, or just be passing the ball or striking the ball and trying to hit certain targets on a fence. Do whatever you got to do to practice this. But the more practice you have, the more confident you're going to be when you get to the game, and you're going to score more goals when you do this. As always, like, comment, or share this video. And if you're brand new to our channel, make sure and click that subscribe button below. That way you can stay updated with all of our newest videos. Now, if you want to be an elite soccer player, I want you to click on this video right here. We just created our brand new elite skills session, and I want you to take full advantage of it. This is for our more serious players who want to have that extra edge with their skills. So you click that video there. All you have to do is click there and go to onlinesoccerskills.com/free training. That's where you're going to be taken to when you go to that page. And just enter in your email address and click the big green button on that page, and you're going to get instant access to our elite skills session. All right, I'll catch you next time.